Howdy, Space Rangers, Captain Phoenix here. Today, as you know, I'm doing another video, and as you read from the title of the video, this video is called, you know, Top Movies of 2019. But before I get into the video, let me just say be sure to hit that red button, make it go gray, subscribe, and hit that bell. I'm just joking, I'm messing, but do that anyways. Regardless, what I wanted to say was that last year I did a top 10 animated movies of 2018 ranking. This year I'm doing a top 5 animated movies ranking. Reason being, I haven't seen a lot of movies this year, which is kind of shocking for me, being a movie critic and all. I've surprisingly not watched a lot of movies in the past year of 2019, which is baffling to me, and I've realized it only just now. And if I have watched a lot of movies, they'll mostly be live action. So I'm kind of betraying my own code here, and I kind of feel bad. In all honesty, I didn't expect it to go this south. But so I've sadly not watched that many movies this year, which I'm so sorry, and I'm honestly kind of confused. I can't believe I've watched that little. I honestly can't believe I've watched so little movies this year. But I have decided to make a new list, and that list will be my top 5 movies, animated movies of 2019. Which movies I think cut the top 5, and plus, because 5 are the only movies I've seen. Two of which are my options for which will win the Oscar in this year. I don't know when the Oscar nominations, whole Oscar ceremony is happening. I think March, maybe. I don't know. But so you guys just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. This is my top 5 animated movies of 2019. I'm gonna give their score over here, and I'll talk about them real quick. Again, hope you guys enjoy. Forgive me for not seeing as many movies as I thought I did. I will list some obvious honorable mentions, of course, which movies I plan to see, which movies I can skip, and surprisingly, there were like 14 movies released this year, and I've only seen 5 of them, so I need to catch up. Or not. Depends on how good they are. Regardless, let's start the video. Coming in at number 5, we have The Secret Life of Pets 2. Now, if you remember from my all movies reviewed from 2018 to 2019, you remember I don't like this film. Has my opinion changed in that amount of time? No. I still hate The Secret Life of Pets 2. Secret Life of Pets 1 was like, it wasn't good, but it was kind of a passable movie. It's something that you could kill time with, cute animals, and put your kids in front of it, they'll love it. Secret Life of Pets 2 was kind of like a downstep. The animation's definitely better, but like, otherwise the story is messed up, pacing's all over the place, characters come and go as they please. I honestly did not like this movie. The Secret Life of Pets 2 to me was just even worse than the first one somehow. And what's so sad is that like it's not even like bad. It's just mediocrely bad. Like the thing with elimination movies is that they're so painfully average, and to find this movie that's so painfully averagely bad kind of makes it a bit dull and sad, to be honest. Oh no, this movie is at number 5, and the only reason it's at number 5 is because it's one of the 5 movies I watched this year. The score I gave it was 4 out of 10, and I hope they don't make any more of these Secret Life of Pets movies anymore. And again, I wouldn't put it in the top 5 if I had a choice, but it was only one of the 5 I saw this year. Moving on to number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have the Angry Birds movie 2. Now, from number 4 all the way to 1, these are where the good movies come in. Number 5 was the only bad movie I didn't like at all. But from number 4 upwards, we have the good movies. And boy, am I glad they're good. The first Angry Birds movie to me was okay. The first time I saw it, I was hyped. Mostly because I'm a big fan of the Angry Birds games. I think I've played almost every version of them. So when I heard they made a movie, I was hyped. I saw it the first time, I was excited. I saw it the second and third time, I was like, yeah, okay, this movie isn't so good anymore. But it was okay to me. Then I heard they're making a sequel. I just prayed this sequel would at least be possible. And when I watched it, oh my goodness, when I watched it, I think I fell in love with it instantly. It could have been my favorite movie of the year had the other 3 not beaten it. But wow, this movie is good. I went into this movie expecting not to laugh as much as I did, but I laughed a lot. This movie is surprisingly funny, and it is really funny at that. Like, I just loved all the comedic, uses they used, all the quick timing, fast pace. They were not shy to say that they were a cartoon, and believe me, this acted like a real Looney Tunes cartoon at times. The ending, though, like that weird ending, was like so shocking and appalling to especially our generation. I'm like, this is definitely a joke of the times, but one I don't think kids should see. It was so funny. This movie is flat out hilarious. Again, I did not expect to laugh as much as I did, and I am so glad I did. You guys, if you want just to have a good time, go watch this movie. Don't even be like, oh, it's Angry Birds, it's gonna suck. This movie is surprisingly funny. It's really good. The animation is definitely better. And if I were you, I would check it out instantly. This is a surprisingly great movie, and I feel it should get more respect than it deserves. It's incredibly underrated. 7 out of 10 for me. That's what I think it should get. Coming in number 3, we have How to Train Your Dragon 3. As said, every movie up from number 4 is a good movie. But from number 3, we have the great movies. And this movie is really great. I honestly advise you to see it. Now, I'm a big How to Train Your Dragon fan. I saw the first movie when I was a kid, saw it in 3D. It was really cool. I saw the TV show, Riders of Bark. Then I saw the second movie. Then I saw the other TV show, what was it, Defenders of Berk, and then Race to the Edge. And then I saw the third movie. So I think I followed it in a nice chronological order. I think the How to Train Your Dragons were made for a generation like me, where we follow each movie and TV show bit by bit. I feel like I was the perfect age for How to Train Your Dragon. Regardless, this movie is good and great. As said, I felt like it was surprisingly short, even on other viewings, but it's really good for what it is. The animation is superb, better than the second one. I do believe it's not the best of the trilogy. To me, How to Train Your Dragon 2 is still the best of the Dragon trilogy, but I feel like this is a really perfect ending to the Dragon saga. I said How to Train Your Dragon 2 is still the best in the trilogy, but Dragon 3 is the second best in the trilogy. Yes, I don't like one. Suck it. Regardless, whatever. Why do I keep saying regardless? Whatever. This movie is good, the animation's better, the story not as strong as the other two, but definitely able to stand on its own. Maybe that's why I felt like it was so much shorter. The first one was very cliche, the second one had the best story, and this one was kind of like in the middle of the two. I loved the ending parting between Toothless and Hiccup. It was so emotional, so gut wrenching, and I honestly just wish this movie was like kind of like Rise of Skywalker, where Rise of Skywalker was kind of like short, but they kind of took their time with the emotional moments. Why am I comparing this movie to the other one? We're not doing this. Whatever. Before I just go completely off my rocker, watch How to Train Your Dragon 3 The Hidden World. It's a great movie. DreamWorks, again, I feel sorry because I said, where have you been? Yet you were only gone for the year of 2018. And I feel bad because I haven't watched your latest film, Abominable. So sorry about the DreamWorks. Anyways, return to your high highs, DreamWorks. Make more original animated movies. And if they can reach the same highs as the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, please let them be. Also, surprisingly enough, the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy is the best of the DreamWorks trilogies. I never thought of that because Kung Fu Panda, Madagascar, and what was the other one? I can't even remember. Never seemed to. Oh, and Shrek never seemed to reach those highs. So I kind of like how it ended up here. Anyways, guys, go check out How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World. 8 out of 10 is what it gets from me. This was a really hard choice because I gave the same score to this movie that I did for Dragon 3. Like, these two are actually tied. Now, I couldn't put them in the same number. Like, I couldn't say number 3, How to Train Your Dragon 3 and Lego Movie 2 because they were tied because it's a top 5 list, not a top tie list. Then again, yeah, these two movies tied with each other. They're both incredibly good, and I love them both. If I could, I would have put them at the same area. And again, they're both tied, so it's good. But I have to say what I think. Lego Movie 2 is definitely better than How to Train Dragon 3. I'd say marginally better. Like if Dragon 3 got an 8, I would say this got an 8.5. But yeah, it's definitely a good movie. I love it for what it is. Definitely I don't know what to say because I feel like I said everything about this movie in my review of 2018 to 2019, but let me just get it off my chest real quick. This is a very good successor to the Lego movie. It feels like a legit Lego movie, unlike the Lego Ninjago movie, which felt more like just its own movie, like a normal movie. Instead of the Lego Ninjago movie feeling like a Lego movie, it just felt like it's like a normal everyday movie. Now that's no offense to Ninjago, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Ninjago TV show, but I felt the movie didn't hit those same highs as the other movies did. This feels like a return to form. I feel like the Lego movie was the best, followed by Batman, then this one, then Ninjago. No hate toward Ninjago, obviously. I feel like all the Lego movies are great, but if I was to place them in a list, it would be exactly like that. The first one, Batman, this one, and Ninjago. But what other things do you have to say about this movie? Well, the animation is very stellar, better than the first one by a long shot. And what else can I say about it? It's great. Not a lot. I feel like it carries the themes and energy from the first one, although not as much. Like the energy in this one is somehow suppressed from the first one. It carries like a lot of the stuff the first one did, but this one just kind of like restrains itself, which I didn't like a lot. I kind of wish it felt like it had to fly, like be free, fly, do whatever it wants, but that's not my saying. Again, this Dragon 3 can interchange, but if I was to say which one I would want to win the best animated movie of 2019, it would definitely be Lego Movie 2. I definitely feel like this movie should win the Oscar for best animated movie in 2019. So that's my list in Lego Movie. It lands on the number 2 spot with an 8 out of 10. Before I get to number 1, let's talk about some honorable mentions, shall we? Okay, sorry for what you had to see there. My phone went wonky. I'm so sorry, guys. I apologize. Such a screw up. Okay, so as I was saying, the honorable mentions we had was the other. Let's say I saw 5 movies this year, so they were the other 9 movies I hadn't seen this year. Movies include Wonder Park, Ugly Dolls, Adam's Family, Playmobil, Arctic Dogs, Abominable, Spies in Disguise, Missing Link, and Frozen 2. Those are the movies I did not see this year. So obviously we have the movies I plan to see and the movies I don't plan to see. Let me talk about the movies I don't plan to see. I don't plan to see Wonder Park. Never had a director. It's a Nickelodeon movie. I have nothing against Nickelodeon, but if they're gonna make a series on it, whatever. I'll watch it to pass time. Ugly Dolls. Nope. I'm just gonna skip this movie. This is like a complete rip-off of Lego movie in every shape and form. Adam's Family, maybe I'll see it. I saw the Boomerang TV show when I was a kid, so maybe I have a bit of a nostalgic tie to it. But from what I've heard about it, I won't hold my breath. Then we have Playmobil movie. Again, another Lego movie ripoff. But at the very least, this one has the excuse of, oh, we were a toy product. Ugly Dolls was a toy product, but it just seemed to be like made immediately. This can have the excuse of, oh, well, we were like Lego, but I don't know, I'm ashamed of it being like this. I'm not gonna see Playmobil. It looks cheap, dumb, and boring. I'm not gonna bother. Then we have Abominable, which is a DreamWorks movie. I'll probably plan to see. From what I've heard, it's a very cliche and weak story, so I guess I don't have a lot to talk about it then, because if I see it, maybe I'll be wasting my time. Then we have Spies in Disguise. This one I actually plan to. I haven't seen Blue Sky in the theaters for a while. Last time I saw them was 2017 with Ferdinand. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of excited to see Spies of Disguise. Only reason I haven't seen it is because it came at the flipping tail end of the year. What movie does that? If you're not Star Wars, don't even think about it. Then we have Missing Link, which I actually do plan to see. I heard it's a very charming story, so yeah, I'll give it a watch. And then we have Frozen 2, which I guess I'll obviously have to plan to see because why not? I'll see whether it's any good. Hopefully, it's better than the first. From what I've heard, probably not. And I guess that's it. You're probably wondering about The Lion King. No, I will not count on this list. I also don't count it as live action. I count it as a movie. Let me tell you, when I saw this movie, I hated it so much. I didn't even stop. I didn't even finish the movie. I just I watched it for a few minutes and then I just turned it off. I just left it. And I do not regret a single bit of that moment. I honestly hate Lion King. Disney, stop making remakes. I was a shill for you. I was backing you up for a while, but now I'm just disappointed in you. Don't ever make another remake as long as the company still stands. Lion King, you're a shame to everything. You are my favorite Disney movie. One of my top 3 favorite animated movies, and then you come and do this shot for shot nonsense. I had faith in you. Now I turned it off like almost immediately. Well, not really almost immediately, but like very soon into the movie. Anyways, guys, I'm stalling just so I can get my YouTube algorithm nonsense in. Let's talk about the number one movie of 2019. Number one best movie of 2019 is Toy Story 4. This movie is nothing short of incredible. Again, I remember back when this movie was announced, people were outraged, including me. I thought Toy Story 3 was the end, like no more Toy Story movies, and then Pixar comes and does this. Like, what happened to not being about the money, Pixar? What happened to it being about art? I was so mad when they announced Toy Story 4. I actually decided Toy Story 4 was not canon when it was released. Then there's a complete whiplash. For one, I was waiting for the first trailer to come out. It came out. I didn't like it. I immediately thought this was gonna be a weak movie with very little substance to it. Then I saw the second trailer, and that actually gave me hope. Like, that legit gave me hope that this movie would be good. Then I watched the actual movie itself. When you remember in my 2018 to 2019's review, I thought this movie was short. Don't get me wrong, it still is. I don't know why I feel it. Why I don't know why I thought it felt just so unnecessarily short, but again, it's a really good movie. The animation is spectacular. The characters all get some time to shine, except the old ones, but that's fine. You have to break a few eggs if you want to make an omelet. And all in all, I feel like it's a worthy successor to the Toy Story trilogy. It's actually my second favorite Toy Story movie. If you want to hear my Toy Story ranking, it would be 3, then 4, then 2, then 1. And I feel like Toy Story 4, even though it kind of feels unnecessary, it kind of just feels like a sort of unnecessary epilogue, it's still a really great movie that reached the grades of the previous Toy Story movies. By far, this movie is the best movie of 2019, and I hope it wins the Oscar just like its brothers and sisters of the other Toy Story universe. And so that's my list for the Toy Story movies of the 5 animated movies I've seen in 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed this list, and yeah, this is my opinion. If you have your own list, put it down in the comments. Please, even put down up to top 10. I want to hear your opinions on the other movies. Again, Toy Story 4, it gets a 9 out of 10. Lego Movie 2 gets an 8 out of 10. Dragon 3 gets an 8 out of 10. Angry Birds gets a 7 out of 10. And Secret Life of Pets 2 gets a 4 out of 10. That's my ranking on all the animated movies. Whether you agree with me or not, leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I want to hear your opinion. And tell me what you thought of Toy Story 4. Do you really think it deserves to be on the top of this list? And let's see what movies are gonna come out in 2020. Let's see what more there is to expect from these studios that we are giving our money to. So let's see. Yes, I want that. Sort of. Yeah, I think I will. Yes, I want to see this. Please be the best of the SpongeBob. Definitely want to see that. No, I will probably skip it. I don't know about this. I also don't know about that. I can't give my opinion on things I don't know. Disney's movie, Raya and the Last Dragon. Croods 2, you get cancelled. The Croods 2. Really? Really? You had a sequel planned in 2017. Then you get cancelled. Then you think, just because you're owned by Universal, you pop up again in 2020? Hell no. I'll still watch you though. Anyways, guys, that's been my top 5 animated movies list of what I've seen, what I haven't seen, and what I plan to see in the coming year. I hope 2020 is gonna be a good year. and better than 2019. I remember back in 2018, I thought 2019 was gonna be the god year of movies. I mean, it kind of was. There were a lot of great movies released this year, but for every great movie, there's also a bad movie. So it's hard to say. I hope 2020 is better. I hope I get to see all these animated movies. Excited for new things like Scoob and nope, not Minions. Scoob, Trolls 2, please be better than Trolls 1. And I want to see all the new sequels and original movies that these guys come up with. Hope 2020 is a good year. Again, guys, there's a new program in store. So, yeah, companies don't copyright my video. YouTube, this is an above 13 video, even though the movie is animated. The movies are animated. This video is for people who are above 13. No copper here, okay? Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you guys will have a great 2020, a happy new year, even though it's a late year. And yeah, with that, I have been Captain Phoenix, and I will see you in another universe.